Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video of Against the Sicilian, and today I'm going to show you a crushing chess opening to defeat the Sicilian, and it's none other than the Grand Prix attack or the Grand Prix attack. It starts with e4, c5, and here usually the main move for white is knight to f3, which is the open Sicilian, or the other move is d4, which is the Smith-Morra gambit. But today we are going to see the move knight to c3, which is the closed Sicilian. And when we play f4, it converts into the Grand Prix attack. Here the main move for black is the move e6, trying to go with d5. And here we are going to play the move f4, and this guys is known as the Grand Prix attack. Here black will play the move knight to c6, which is the most popular move by black. And now we'll develop a knight to f3. And now black lashes up the game with the move d5. Now the big question arises here, like, should we take the pawn, should we push, should we move other piece, or should we keep the tension up there on the center? My recommendation is keep the tension up there and play this exotic move bishop to b5. Always remember, a key idea in the Grand Prix attack is to give away this light squared bishop for this knight, because this knight controls many central squares such as d4. Here black main move is the move knight to e7, trying to support this knight on c6. And here white has many options, but my recommendation is to take the d5 pawn. And so here you have just one option to take with, which is the e6 pawn. If you take with the knight, then your pawn structure will be bad. See, and now black's pawn structure is completely destroyed. You obviously can't take with the queen because the knight's there, but you are free to take with the queen. Okay, you're free to take with the queen and play the Botas gambit. So here my recommendation is to play kind of an awkward move, which is queen to e2. It looks like an awkward move, but it is an excellent move, and it's the best move for white here. And this looks a good position for black, but instead white is having a crushing position here. Here black tries to play the move bishop to d7, trying to support the c6 knight. Then we are just gonna take this e5 pawn, and white is a complete pawn up. If black goes bishop to e6, then we can again just take it, and you have to take with the pawn. And when black takes with the pawn structure is again destroyed. Now the big question arises, why can't black take the knight? Well, the simple reason is, after the move f5, black has to sacrifice the bishop on e6, and white would be a piece up, easy piece up. So, and here, if black tries to play the move g6, which looks a very good move, and here black's idea would be bishop g7 and castle in a super solid position, because the queen and king are on the same line, we can come and just destroy white. But well, that isn't gonna happen, because here white's gonna play a stunning move, queen to e5. At first chance, it looks like a blunder, because the knight it looks like the knight can take the queen, but it's pinned. And here we are attacking the rook, so there's no move. He has to go rook to g8, and here we are gonna play the super exciting move queen to e3. So let me tell you, at this position, the main moves for white are bishop takes c6 or castle. But I recently discovered another cute and super cool move, which is queen to e3. And I analyzed that this is a very powerful move for white. Well, now the point is, we are attacking c5 pawn, and how can black protect it? If black goes b6, then he just loses a full piece with the rook, because this is pinned. And after some exchanges and trades, white is gonna be a lot of piece up, and a bishop and an exchange up, which is completely thematic, and this is completely winning for white. White has more than compensation. And here, if black goes queen to d6, then knight to h4 is a very strong plan. And again, this is just very tough to save. The c5 pawn is just gone. Well, here now the question arises, Why can't black play the move d4, which looks so good for black? It looks that now white is gone because it's a fork. Basically, it's a fork, and now anything moves, it's over. Well, my question is, what will you do in this position? Or let me make it easier. You have to move either the knight or the queen. What will you move and when? I'm damn sure your answer is queen, like anywhere, like let's say queen to e2, queen to d3, anywhere. But what if I tell you you're wrong? Yes, guys, in this position, there's this stunning move with our knight, which is gonna destroy black. And that stunning move is none other than knight to e4. Super cool, super amazing move. I was just shocked and super I was just super amazed to see this move. And the point is, if black just becomes greedy and take your queen, then after the simple move knight to f6, the hopeless black king is checkmated. Black has one escaping square, but a knight covers that also. And look how the black king has no escape and is surrounded by its own piece. And it's totally winning for white. Well, if let's say black sees that knight to f6 is coming and he tries to protect it, then also there's no problem because now also white is crushing the game. And here let's say black plays bishop to g7, then we are gonna capture the c6 knight with our bishop. So bishop takes c6 and black takes it with the b pawn. Well, guys, in this position, one thing to remind that in in this position, instead of going knight to e4, we can first take the knight with the bishop, which is also a fine move, and then you can play the move knight to e5 and knight to e4, and after bishop to g7, it's the same position. So now the question arises: should we take the knight after or before? Should we take the knight now or at that time? My recommendation is you take it now. So bishop takes c6, take back. So you can't take with the knight because it's pinned. Take it back, and then we can play knight to e4. After bishop to g7, we reach the same position. Well, now we're going to play this thematic move, queen to a3, rerouting our queen to attack c5. And now there's no way to save this pawn because if you go something like queen to b6, you can just take it and be a simple pawn up. So at this moment, black has 6 pawns and white would have 7 pawns, and so this is clearly winning for white. Going back, I think there's only one move for black which can save the c5 pawn, which is to push it on c4. Well, this is a very big mistake by black because now white is on a super crushing position with the simple move knight to d6 check. Here black king has 2 moves. If king to d7, then after knight to f7, this game is completely losing for black, and white has no, and black has nothing here. I mean, if you move it, you simply lose to checkmate, which is super cool. And if he goes somewhere here, we can just bring our other knight into the game, and this is a totally crushing position. Or we can also take the rook, and this is completely winning for white. Well, what about if king goes to f8? Well, here there is other super move, which is knight to g5. So both the knights are now killing the black king. And let's say black plays any random move, like let's say a5 or let's say rook g8, any random move, any random move. Rook to b8. Then now after the simple move, knight takes at 7, it's mate. Yes, guys, both these killer knights have mated this black king, and again, there's one escape, but that's protected by a knight. And see how the king is checkmated under own its piece, which is super fascinating. So now black would have to save at 7, and if it pushes, then also it's the same story. It's mate. So there are 2 moves now: bishop f6 or rook to h8. If rook to h8 after the move knight to f7, this is completely losing for black. We are attacking c4 pawn. Queen and rook are under pressure, and there's no chance black is gonna win this game until you blunder your queen and other pieces and checkmate yourself. Yep. Well, the other move, bishop to f6, looks super good. Instead, it was super bad. Because after the simple move, knight takes f7, it's check, king to g7, knight takes f6, king takes x6. And now after queen to c5, black has no escape. Queen e5 is checkmate, and let's say black goes back to king g7, doesn't matter because white is having a crushing position. White can castle, is already 2 pawns up. These pawns are also for white now. We can just simply take these pawns. This pawn we can also take. We can go with other pawns and we can just castle. f5. We have crushing ideas like f5, f6, and this is a totally winning position for white, and engine gives a simple 2 point advantage to white, and here is game over for black. So guys, this was the super amazing trap which you can play on the on your black opponents who play the Sicilian, because they think Sicilian is one of the most dangerous chess openings, but they don't know that Grand Prix is also one of the most dangerous. So guys, I hope now you can easily beat your all Sicilian players, and we'll meet in the next video. Till then, if you're new to my channel, subscribe it right now, like the video, and comment me down below what more traps should I show. Bye.